we sure are gonna miss this build. What's going on, YouTube? Thanks for tuning back into another video. We are here actually leaving the garage because I just got back from a trip from Daytona. Man, is it sunny, and we gotta say it's a perfect day to be sunny because we picked up the RSX from paint. Now, if you guys are familiar with the series on the budget paint job, we are gonna do a full video breakdown on how the paint came out for this. But before we actually do that, I just wanna give you a rough overview of how the car looks on the outside. So I'm gonna get into a little more details and show you guys exactly certain body panels of the car that I would have had touched up a little bit more, but just wanted to give you guys a rough look on the paint. And this is a charcoal color that they offer at Econo. And for the price, I think it came out pretty good. Just over 300 bucks since I did a color change, but you can get the same exact type of paint job for about 200. So, man, we're looking good. On another note, we are gonna go back to the garage to show you a couple other stuff. Now, in the last video, I did announce that you guys should follow the social media pages to know exactly what's going on. And if you already are on the Instagram or Facebook page, then you know what we're doing to this car. Let me give a little backstory. In this coming year, obviously, we have a lot of other stuff planned, not only for the channel, but in my personal life. And there were a couple offers, really good offers actually, for the car to buy it, especially once we got it turboed and the new clutch in. I had a bunch of offers come in, but I just couldn't let myself let it go. So instead of letting it go, what we did, we designed a special drop, which I'll put right here. And it's a custom-made shirt. We had the whole design done. We had it custom made to kind of when we were at the Cletus and Car Burnout. And I think it was just a really iconic moment with the car. And we wanted to put a piece of merchandise out there. That, as well as the two stickers, our notorious SB Tuning and Sende Papi stickers. That being said, we decided to do that as a bundle pack for about $65, and that $65 purchase will not only get you the shirt, the two stickers, but also a free entry into the giveaway. The giveaway does have a limited amount of spots, so they should sell out pretty soon. Now, if you don't have a social media page and you still want to participate in this giveaway, just go to my email that I have linked down below, shoot me an email, and we'll actually go into depth on how you can enter in this giveaway. Really simple. As for things here on this side of the garage, we actually sent over the Integra head into the machine shop, and it should be getting there today, Friday. That's when FedEx said that it was going to get there. And hopefully we can get some update pictures on it, or at least know what SB machine is going to be doing to it first. So it should be pretty cool. We'll be finding that out shortly and being able to put that onto the social media pages, and hopefully on the next video we'll have some info on that as well. For the cylinder head valve cover, you guys remember a couple years ago, we painted this like a kind of like a color shift. You can see it purple, blue, teal. I believe at some angles you get like a gold to it. And it looked nice for the time being, but it's gone through a lot of beat and like abuse and whatnot. I think we're gonna end up painting this like a wrinkle black like we did there, because it'll go with a nice theme of like somewhat flat black like we have with the undercoating right there, the truck bed liner. And I think it'll really tie in together. The whole engine bay just having the top nice wrinkle black. You can't go wrong with it. It's like a classic GSR look from the factory. I think we're gonna go ahead and do that probably later this video. But the main focus was for this. Now you guys are aware. A lot of people were commenting, "Oh, we don't have social media. Let's find out about what you're revealing here on YouTube." And it would have been wrong to not tell you guys. So hopefully you guys can check it out. Just shoot me an email if you don't have the social media, and we'll get you squared away with that. It feels like it's a bittersweet moment. I don't know. I really love this car. We've had tons of fun with it. But like I said, when we got to that point that we were going to sell it for other reasons, we just couldn't let it go and have it go to some random person who was just offering me money. I'd rather it just be to one of you guys. You guys can also rock some nice merchandise that's going to come with it and be able to, enjoy the car how it's meant to be enjoyed. Obviously, the last video that I made on this car was just driving it around. The motor is fresh to the bottom end, and all that's left to do really is just maybe even touch up the tune a little because it's a new block. The cylinder head to deck height is a little different, so it runs perfectly, but before beating on it or anything, that's just what I would recommend. That being said, I wanted to make the nice cruise video because it just cruises fantastically. And I have my little GoPro suction cup and whatnot, and I went to put my GoPro on, and you go to turn it on and it's completely dead. And I couldn't find my charger, so I'm like, oh, no problem, I'll just use a different cable. But apparently these GoPros have that weird cable connector right there that is specific to GoPro only. So unfortunately I couldn't get anything like that. I tried recording a little with my phone, but it just, you know how it is. It's hard to control the steering wheel as well as the phone at the same time, and not a very safe way of doing drive videos like in the car, and you guys have seen it drive before. You guys have seen me beat on it. You guys have seen me take it to events. It's a super fun car. And I gotta say, it's kind of sad when I started doing this video. Like, I've tried recording it a couple times and I couldn't really get it out there, but I know that just as much as we enjoyed it, just as much as you guys enjoy doing it, like watching us do things with it, I'm sure whoever gets the car is gonna be super fun with it. As we're talking right now, we have about a third of the spots filled just from social media. But the most important thing is I wanted to give you guys, the subscribers, a chance as well. So it's definitely going to be a great opportunity for all of you guys. I'm going to go ahead and pull this car out. I'm going to probably just put it back there in the driveway because I want to bring in the RSX, and we're going to do some small stuff to the body. I wanted to paint these headlights because I wanted to buy some aftermarket ones, and then I couldn't really decide on which one to get. But you can't go wrong with the OEM fitment on these things. And what I'm going to end up doing is probably going to the parts store and picking up some spray and doing the tint for the headlights. So I think it should be pretty cool on there. Man, ever since the bottom end got done with fresh bearings and fresh rings, no more cracked sleeve, that thing is so responsive. Like, I gotta say that it used to be a little bit sluggish back if you weren't cruising and whatnot. It always spooled fast, but it used to be a little more sluggish on idle when you were just getting into reverse or first gear. But that thing just, man, it's super responsive right now. And I gotta say, the little aggression that we have with the poke, the 16x8s with 245s, I wouldn't trade that for anything with this car. A lot of people say, oh, CRXs need 14s or 15s to fit nice, but nah, those 16s really liven the whole car. And that drag bumper just really ties the whole car together, and that's really why we call it La Vader. All right, so the RSX is in the garage. For the taillights, we're just gonna do this little red overlay. That basically, it's like a tint from this portion to that portion, and it tints all of this red instead of just having red right there and amber right here. That way it kind of looks a little bit cleaner. Like the Integras, they also have that amber at the end, and then the ones that don't have it, I believe, are the UK versions, which in my opinion are a lot nicer. When you don't have those three colors, you'll just have the red and the white. So that's what we're gonna do for the rear. As for the front, like I mentioned, we are gonna do the spray tint. So if I'm not mistaken, I'm just gonna have to like sand that down, have it nice and smooth, and then from that point forward, actually spray it. So I'm gonna run to the store right now, pick some of that up, and since we're already vlogging for today, I'll show you guys how to do that. And I'll do the whole review for the paint on another video, since a lot of people were wondering if I could show very detailed places, what I thought could be improved and what I thought was pretty good. So that being said, I'm gonna go to the store right now, Advanced Auto Parts, pick up that tint, and be back in just a couple minutes. Got the mask on at Advanced Auto Parts. Favorite section back here. Excuse me. Let's see what we got. Let's see what we got. That Oscar back there? I hear Oscar. Oscar's over there at the register. Let's see. Nightshade. Let's see. Turn night or day into night. Alright, so let's just the mask off. Give it a couple coats and should be good. Shout out to Advance and the whole team over here, always taking care of us. Make sure to go check them out for all your parts needs. We're gonna go home right now, give it a little light sanding. Although it doesn't say to give it a sanding on there, our headlights are a little rough, so I wanna hit it with some like 1000 grit to get it down, and then give it a nice coat of this. Probably 2 coats per headlight because we don't want it too dark. But yeah, without further ado, you guys hate me saying that, we're gonna go back now. So we just gave it a little scuff with 1500 grit sandpaper, just to not really dig into the plastic, but to get all that surface grime off. And you can see it's a little bit dull, since at this portion, if you're wet sanding to buff and then clear or something, this is about when you would start using some compound. You could also even go up to 2000, but we wanted to keep it to that. Basically, if I'm not mistaken, this paint, the Nightshade, this is almost like a clear coat with some black, if I'm not mistaken. Now, I could be mistaken. Let me know in the comment section below if I'm wrong. But that's how I like to think about it. It's not a heavy black color. You can do light coats and have it still see through really easy. So what I wanted to do is kind of have that, so it's a nice clean surface to go on. I'm going to clean up a little bit right here as well before we do anything. This wasn't on the car when it got painted. This is just from the plasti dip from the previous owner. He didn't really mask anything off. And That's kind of like the overspray that was there. So we're gonna go ahead and clean that up a little bit. Wet sanded it just a tad more since there is still some imperfections in there. Wanna get them out. And then we'll do the same to the other one and give a couple coats on there. All right, so I've got them both sanded down, facing back to back. So I'm just gonna be doing some coats here, then turning around, going some coats over here. There's one light coat. Yeah, and they're just like I mentioned earlier, it's almost like a clear with dusting black in it. I'm gonna let that dry off for a little bit. Give it maybe about 5 minutes between the next coat, and then I'll do another light coat to kind of blend it all in. All right, it's been about an hour since the last second coat, and you can really see where I should have sanded more on these little cracks. That's just because like the plastic wasn't really smooth enough. But on the other one, you can see that there is a little bit, just not as concentrated in one spot. It's more spread across. And yeah, am I happy with how it came out? No, not really, to be honest with you. I'm not really too happy with it, but I might rock it for the time being. It's the virus right now, so we're not really driving much anyway. So I may end up just ordering the headlights, the aftermarket, like the JDM smoked ones, which are pretty nice anyways, and rocking with that. So that being said, I'm going to push the car out right now. I'm going to get the rear bumper on, finish installing the taillights because they're just held up by 2 nuts right now. And should be really good on that. And then I'll go ahead and finish this video and make another video doing a full breakdown on what I thought about the paint. That does some of the video for today, guys. I just wanted to show you a little bit of the update on what we're doing to the RSX. You guys can see more on that on the breakdown with the next video. And more importantly, the CRX. Obviously, we are sad it's going to be going away, but I feel like this is a much better option than selling it outright. I could make a lot of money if I were to sell it outright, or if I were to do like, I don't know, I'm sure with the numbers of the viewers, the analytics don't lie. We could make a lot of money and just not give anything back. But I really wanted to do something like a t-shirt sale with stickers, be able to have you guys represent and still have something tangible instead of actually just having blank spots. A lot of people do blank spots, and then there's people who do the same exact thing who actually like inspire us to give back, like 8080, Ghost Boyaki, a couple other people do giveaways like this, but not many people do. We wanted to go with that type of theme and give back to you guys. That being said, we are finishing the video for today. Like I said, go in the description below and shoot me an email if you guys aren't on social media but still want to participate. We're going to try to finish this up in the next couple days, so it's kind of time sensitive. When this is filled, I'm going to definitely let you guys know in the comments down below, as well as the description. I'll update it. So if you don't see the information down there, it's because it's already filled. Thank you guys for watching. I appreciate the continued support, and we'll see you on the next video. Peace.